Good to see Jaylin Parnell again. And Jaylin, we appreciate you coming by and seeing us again.
Thank you for having me. It's always a good time. So.
We were just chit-chatting. It's so weird, isn't it, to think that we were just kicking off. It was August. We're getting ready for fall camp, and now it's the end of the season.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. It's like once you get into a schedule, it's kind of just a couple practices a week, and then it's game day, and it flew by like nothing.
How exciting was it, too? Because like we said going into it, we had no idea, what kind of season we would get, how many games we would get. How nice was it to be able to play an entire 10-game season?
Yeah, it was great, honestly, especially adding Lincoln at the end, getting that extra game, too. They're a developing program, so they're going to be good one day, And it was just a great time getting out there playing with the guys this season. Obviously, it didn't go the way we wanted it to, but we're going to put in the work this offseason to change that around. So
let's kind of recap some of the games. You start off with that frequent flyer miles. You guys got to see a whole bunch of states. You had 3 different states you went to. You went up to Canada. What was it like to start off with those 4 games on the road to start the season?
I think road games are great for a team. I mean, it can be kind of stressful leaving and going every weekend, but as far as like just coming together as a team, like you're just out with your boys, getting food, eating all the time, and just chilling on the road trips and focusing for that game, honestly. And so I think that's great for a team.
How neat was it, too, to get a chance to play? It became a de facto home game when we played Portland State. That was our shortest road trip of that 4. How nice was it to play up the road against a Division I team, and we played really well against them?
I think it was great for us as a program, and then just great for us as a team, like just seeing that we could compete with those guys. And obviously, I thought we were in a position to even win that game, And it's like we didn't get it done, but it just shows how close we are to just making something our situation better than it is, So.
We can't go too far without not talking about that first home game of the season. I don't think we could have had any more of a build-up there, right? We were so excited. It's been so long. West Texas, really good program. It's sold out. You guys played the crazy game. We win by 3. What do you remember most about that game?
Just competing, honestly. Not necessarily the plays, but just like the atmosphere with the fans and the team, honestly. It was never like we never quit on each other, We just kept competing that whole game and never thought we were out of the game, honestly.
How nice was it to play back at home, too? We hadn't had fans, had games in, a year. And even when you guys did the spring game, we had some crowd, but it was actually really rocking for every home game we had here. You guys went 3-1 here at home. How nice was it to be back at home and playing?
It was a great feeling because, like you said, we started off on the road every week. So to just be able to stay home for a weekend and have a full crowd and have everybody rocking, yelling, going crazy for us, like it was an unmatched feeling, I would say.
When you kind of look at your game individually, another solid year you put together out there, well-rounded. What was kind of the things that you were wanting to focus on most coming into this year? And then at the end of that, what do you think you achieved out of that?
Just trying to be like the best teammate I could be, honestly, and trying to help other people, like because we had a really young team, just trying to get the younger guys on the same page, and I hope I did that, but just that kind of stuff. Not so much. I didn't really focus on me as much as more as like trying to help my teammates and make my team better, honestly. So.
That kind of goes on the next point, too. How different was it? Because you don't see that too often. We had basically 2 recruiting classes that backed into each other because we didn't get to play with the first class because there's no games, and then the next class came in. How much do you think it was to, kind of help and be that leader for them and transition them into collegiate football?
Well, I think, like, just for me, like, when I was a freshman, having that older kid on the team to look up to, and I wanted to be that for them. So, I hope that helped them. It was kind of a tough season because you don't really know how things are going to work out when you're a freshman and college football happens, So I think it's a good learning experience for them this year, and next year I think they're going to be very good football players. So I'm excited to see it.
With the news coming out that we're, joining the Lone Stars and affiliate for football, I mean, how exciting is that? Because, we've got to see a lot of those teams. We've had really good games with a lot of those programs. How excited are you to join that and play that next year?
I'm really excited. It's just nice to, not have to play a team twice. I mean, I love playing all those schools that we were in our conference with, but, it's just, one and done, you have to bank it all on this game. It's not like, oh, we'll see them next time, so whatever, and not that it was ever like that, but just a 10-game schedule of 10 different teams, and it's not wondering, we have a real division now, a conference, it's respected, too, so it's not like we're joining some conference that doesn't really have any merit to it, I guess.
And last thing for you, too, it's weird to flip the page. We're into the offseason already. It seemed like it was just yesterday we were getting ready for the season. But now, for you personally, what are some of the things you hope to work on to get ready for next year?
Just being a better pass defender, always being a better leader, and honestly just getting faster, getting stronger. Honestly, it's the same thing. Honestly, every offseason, you just kind of gotta build off of what you did the previous season, and try to become the most complete player you can be.
All right, Jaylin. Well, we really appreciate you coming by. Always great spending time with you. It was a pleasure watching you once again this season, and we look forward to next year. I know it's going to be a lot of fun.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having me again, man.